Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to the Week 10 edition of the Friday Night Lights, getting you ready for all the high school football action going down in southern middle Tennessee and in northern Alabama. AJ Good here with Michael Marks. And Mike, it just felt like basketball, volleyball season started yesterday. Volleyball ended already this week, and we're to the next to last week of the football season here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we were talking about week one in Jamborees just yesterday, and like you said, it's just snuck up out of nowhere, and we're already, getting to one of the last weeks of October, last couple weeks of the regular season, and it's kind of sad to see it go.
Yeah, absolutely, and we got a big one over across the way, Hendricks Tech Stadium tonight. Two teams already in the playoffs, Lincoln County and Lawrence County. So right now, here's what's at stake. It's either you're going to be the 4th seed, the 3 seed, or the 2 seed right now at this point. Both of them already lost to Columbia. So the 2 seed is certainly up for grabs for both of these teams. But you get a win tonight, you certainly control your destiny and get a much better opponent, whether you're the 2 seed or the 3 seed.
Yeah, I think this is a fantastic opportunity for Lawrence County. Obviously, Lincoln County suffered that loss in overtime at Columbia last week. So now you got three teams really sitting in there, that 2, 3, 4 slot that all have one win. Lawrence County with 2 losses right now, but again, you get that win against Lincoln County. I mean, and you have Columbia maybe slip up and beat Tullahoma. That's a home playoff spot for Lawrence County, looking them in the face.
Absolutely, and they don't do head-to-head on tiebreakers. They do your out-of-region record, which right now the Wildcats are the only ones undefeated outside of the region. So, and I bet if they got Columbia and Tullahoma later in the year instead of when they got them,
it may have changed.
One of the two might have been a different story. Maybe both of them, who knows. But this is going to be, it's a contrast to styles. You've got Lincoln County, always got a big 225 bruiser and a running back. And they've got a couple. They're going to try to out-physical you. Lawrence County can certainly play the physical game, but they also want to get those big playmakers out in space and do some big things, just like they did last week at Franklin County.
Yeah, typically when you have a big bruising team, they're not going to be as sound on the edges with speed, and I think that's one thing that Lawrence County should be able to hurt them with. And you just look at who they played last week. Lawrence County got a relatively easy win with Franklin County. Didn't have to show a whole lot. It
was easy.
Yeah. They didn't have to. They didn't have to do anything crazy to win that one. Yeah. Lincoln County left it all on the line and came up short. Yeah. I think that's going to be huge mentality-wise heading into this one for Lawrence County.
Absolutely. Let's hear what the Wildcats have to say. Starting first with head coach Garrick Barnett, followed by quarterback Logan Clayton.
Garrick, good win for you guys. Very impressive, and just kind of came out swinging from the start there.
Yeah, it was. On paper, it looked like we should have done what we did, and a lot of times you get some lag, you get some early not wanting to get there. But I'm so tickled with our guys, so tickled with the effort from the start to the finish. Our young guys come in the second half and did some good things. Old guys did exactly what we wanted to do. We were flying around. Defense, I think they were at negative 34 yards in the first half, something like that, based off what the stats that you had, I think. And that's an indication of a really good team. When you can do that against the team you're supposed to do that against, that's a good sign going into week 9 and week 10, last couple of games of the season. So it was great. It was a great catapult into what we want to try to do this week. So awesome to see.
Obviously, you got that playoff, kind of in there. I know it's not always guaranteed at this point, but you've got that settled right now, and that's, I know, one of the many goals that you guys had set for this year.
Sure, I think that's one of them. Early on, you want to get some rivalry wins, you want to get some non-conference out of region wins. We've been able to do that. When we've struggled a little bit more in region, so it was good to get that first notch. With another good opportunity this week, we feel like, Lincoln County's, they're a really good team. They're a really good football team. We think we are too. And so we look forward to it. Look forward to Lincoln County coming here this week.
Tell us about Lincoln County and what to expect out of them here on Friday.
They're going to try to control the line of scrimmage. They're on paper, they're a lot bigger than us. I think, we see some things, some holes that we like, and we're going to try to expose those. If we're able to do that and execute, we'll be a lot happier next week than we were this week. And so, with a chance to host with a little help from Columbia. So there's a lot at stake. But, it's like I told the guys yesterday when we come in, and, our coaches have told me, control the one play at a time. Control what you can control. Control the kickoff. Let's win that. Kickoff return, whatever we got first. And then defense, we're on defense, and then offense, we're on offense, and just work our way through it. If you look at it from a big score perspective, you're always going to be unsuccessful. So for our guys, it's just looking at one play at a time. And so that's what we got to do.
What's it going to take to get a win here on Friday?
I think one play at a time. They're gonna try to eliminate big plays. We're probably gonna have to ding, and take what they give us and have those 8, 10, 12 play drives. Special teams is gonna be so huge. We've got some wrinkles in on special teams. We hope. We've been close to getting the ball here, getting the ball there. I think we need to turn over there on kickoff. I think this week, or whether it's an onside or whether it's getting down and getting down fast and getting coverage and causing one. Either way, those are, we got to win the turnovers and we've got to win the current play and not dwell, because they're going to make plays. Lincoln County's a good football team. They're going to make some good plays. It's just going to happen. That's the nature of the beast. I think it's more important to see what we do after they make a play and how we respond to that. So.
Logan, good win for you guys the other night. What was it like to go out there and just kind of dominate from start to finish?
Yeah, it was great. It was great for our team, and going into next week trying to hosting a playoff game.
Yeah. Clinching that playoff berth. I know that's like one of the many goals that you guys had, but what's that feel like for this team to do that for the first time in 10 years?
Yeah, it's great. It hasn't happened in 10 years, and we've been striving since the beginning of summer just to come out here and win that Franklin game and hopefully the next game.
Yeah. You guys get the bye week at a really good time. What's the team been like? What was the team like going in, and what's the team been like after that bye week?
We were very focused in the bye week, focusing on hitting open guys, not overthrowing people, and getting the go routes down. And we really brought together the run game, and it all just went together great.
Lincoln County's going to be a tough opponent here. What have you guys seen out of them so far?
They've really dominated against a lot of people, but we've seen that Columbia beat them, and Columbia's big on the run, so I think we're going to focus on the run and hitting open guys over the middle.
Finally, what's it going to take to get a win here on Friday night?
It's going to take a lot out of us. We're going to have to give it our all. Okay. And, it's going to take us all to win.
All right, Mike, what are the keys to the game here for the Wildcats tonight?
Yeah, I think you got to get it to your playmakers out in space. Everly, is one to name. Just get it to your guys outside in space, and the defense, front seven's going to be huge tonight, stopping the run. I think if they can do that, it should be a big win for Lawrence County and a chance to host a playoff game coming up.
And for me, I think if I was talking about somebody about this today, withstand the early charge, because Lincoln County is going to try to play bully ball.
Yep.
And a lot of teams have tried to do this. Dixon County tried it. Giles County tried it. Tullahoma had a lot of success early, but in the second half, they really shut down that run game. If the Wildcats can have a lead or keep it close and shut down that run game,
yeah, they should be in pretty good control.
They're winning some games here that have been very impressive. We'll see what happens. Well, coming up next, we verge on over in the Class 2A. We'll check in with Summertown, Loretto, and Mount Pleasant.
Here at Fields and Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my two uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields and Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Week 10 edition of the Friday Night Lights as we get you ready for everything going down in high school football in southern Middle Tennessee and in northern Alabama. We head on over to Class 2A. Mike, we talked about the playoffs with Florence County. They're already in. This is kind of a playoff game for them tonight in Lincoln County, but this is really a playoff game between Summertown and Decatur Riverside over at the new home of the Eagles.
Yeah, it is going to be a big one. Riverside had a rough start to the year, but right now they're 2-2 in region. So is Summertown. So like you said, AJ, this is an impromptu playoff game. Yeah. Summertown wins it, they're in. If they lose, it's going to be a tough game the next week at Adamsville.
Yeah, and we've Adamsville's pretty calmly in that number 3 spot right now. The battle for number 1's tonight. We'll get to that later here in a few minutes between Lewis County and Mount Pleasant. So this really is the battle for number 4. And as like Clint Brazier said it last night, you have to go number 4 and you got to go to East Nashville. But hey, you still get in.
Yeah, that's a playoff spot.
That's a playoff spot. There's a lot of teams that wish they could be in your position right now.
And Summertown might be able to get lucky enough and try to find that number 3 spot. It still would have you traveling, but right now Adamsville, Riverside, and Summertown all at 2-2 in the region.
Yeah, it's a big one here tonight. Let's see what head coach Dan Winfrey had to say going into week number 10.
Coach, I know Friday didn't end up the way you guys wanted it. What kind of positives you take from that game?
Well, we did a lot of good things. I give Richland credit. It's a good football team. And we were backed up all night. We started every drive on the 20 or inside the 20 except for one out of, I think it was 9 drives. But we did some good things. We had a 91-yard touchdown drive, 15 plays, I think it was. We had some good drives throughout the game and just didn't finish. 3 turnovers. We actually led them. The stats they showed me after the game was we led them in total yards, in first downs, maybe time of possession, but we also led in turnovers. We had 3 turnovers. You can't do that when a football game against a good team.
You mentioned it last week when we talked. Turnovers have been an issue, and again they reared its ugly head once more.
Yeah, and you know when you've got the ball, what you think you got a good drive going, and it just steals you momentum, and then you got to turn around and play defense, and I don't know. It's a big deal in any game. I mean, look at NFL, college, high school for sure, but any game, turnovers are a big deal. Momentum killer.
You got another big region game coming up here once again on Friday night.
We do. It's really a playoff game. I think the way the thing's set up. There's 2 teams in, there's 2 teams out, and there's 3 of us fighting for 2 spots. So. Playoff game, last home game, should be a lot of excitement. I think this is when you're playing, late in the season, you want the games to mean something. It certainly means something.
Decatur Riverside, I mean, just never easy. Despite the record, they're going to be a formidable opponent no matter.
No
when
question.
they play.
They've got good tradition. They've had good football teams in the past. Been watching a lot of film on them this year, and they've struggled. Regardless, they've gotten better. They've won 2 out of the last 3, and they feel like, I'm sure they got it going in the right direction. So yeah, it's going to be a test, no doubt.
What's it going to take to get a win here on Friday night?
Well, we keep saying it's the same things. Control the ball, limit the turnovers, hopefully to 0, create some turnovers, and play good defense. If we can, that recipe's been pretty good, so we just need to keep doing that.
All right, Mike, keys to victory for the Eagles tonight and a big one.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be controlling the tempo, and that's what they've been really good at all year. Riverside has been one of those teams that likes to play a spread offense, so they're going to try to throw the ball a lot. And Summertown secondary, it really impressed me a couple weeks ago against Loretto. I think they'll do just as well tonight against Riverside, and hopefully secure them a playoff spot.
Staying within the region, it's a big one tonight over at Mount Pleasant.
Yes.
Lewis County and Mount Pleasant, the battle for the top spot. They pretty much secured 1 and 2, so they're going to get a home game, but you get a better home game if you win this game tonight. And obviously bragging rights are not far away from each other. Not really rivals, but they've been in the same region. They've been in the same district in other sports. So this is a big one between the two tonight.
Yeah, I would say I was up there at Mount Pleasant yesterday. Got to talk to Coach Hartsfield and some of his players. They're amped up, and it's not hard to tell why. Obviously, you said it. It's 1 versus 2 in the region. This is for probably the number 1 spot, the region champs, and this would be hosting, maybe 2 weeks in the playoffs. That could be really big.
Could be more.
Yeah, could be more depending on how things line up. But yeah, this game is for a lot right here.
And you got one team. Lewis County can still throw it around some, but they're more of a power football team this year. Mount Pleasant can do it all. They've relied on a really good defense, and they have got skill players out the wazoo that are really good, really tough, really fast. I mean, they've got the full package over there.
Yeah, and where the in-county teams, Loretto and Summertown, struggled with Lewis County, it was speed, and I think that's something on the outside that Mount Pleasant excels in. So it's going to come down to Lewis County and how well they can run the ball inside.
All right, Mike, you spoke with head coach Kid Hartsfield and Carson Howe yesterday with the Tigers. Let's hear what they have to say about clinching a region title tonight.
All right, Coach, you got a big win last week against East Hickman, a team that got you the year before. How do you build onto that into this week?
Yeah, it was a tough game. It always is. We play them every year, and it's always a slugfest. So we're happy to come out on top in a non-region game, our last home game on senior night. Now we're moving on to this week to the biggest game of the year, region game. Obviously with a lot on the line and a good opponent, at Lewis County. So we're just preparing for that.
Now, how do you prepare for a team like Lewis County? They're very physical. We're going to be run heavy. Compare that to your play style.
Yeah, they're always a tough team. Coach Azar does a great job, getting his guys ready. It's always a great atmosphere over there at Lewis County. Their kids play hard. They play tough, and they get after it. Schematically, they're probably a lot like us. They keep it balanced and spread the ball around to a lot of good players. But at the end of the day, they got a stud tailback they give the ball to, and Drew Ray, and he's a great linebacker, and Cade Curl, and they got a lot of guys stepping up. So they present a big challenge and a lot of guys to defend.
How do you get your guys ready but not too ready for this game? Because obviously number 1 versus number 2 in the region, it's going to have a lot of emotion. How do you get them ready without too ready, so to speak?
Yeah, it's there's a fine line there. You definitely would rather be a little more ready than not. Bringing that energy and juice. But I think after the first few plays, it kind of settles down, and people just have to line up and do their job. And focus on what they're supposed to do and their preparation that got them to that point. So it's important. But once the ball is kicked, all that matters is what's going on between the lines, and that's it.
All right, Coach, what do you think it's going to take to get a win Friday night?
Man, it's a huge game. Turnovers are always just a quick backbreaker for anybody. So you got to protect the ball and try to take it away. The line of scrimmage will be interesting. I think both sides are pretty balanced on offense, but you still have to win the line of scrimmage and protect the quarterback, for both teams. So, both defenses are scrappy. So, it's very similar teams. We almost look like the same team to me.
on both sides of the ball. So, you know, it's going to be a tough challenge.
All right, both teams 1 loss on the season right now, both outside of district, though. How important does that make this game on Friday?
This game is the biggest game we will have all this season. This decides the region. This decides who gets to host 2 games at least in the playoffs and who only gets to host 1. And this just decides the fate for the playoffs for both teams.
How do you try to get yourself ready for this game, but not too overamped where you're going out there and running all your energy in the first quarter?
You're just trying to make sure, or I know we are just trying to make sure that we're mentally prepared and just make sure we have all the techniques and just make sure we have everything correct.
All right, what do you think it's going to take to get a win on Friday night?
It's going to take a lot of grit and toughness, and we're just going to have to play our best and mistake-free football.
All right.
All right, Mike, keys to the game here for Mount Pleasant, Lewis County tonight.
Yeah, I think for Mount Pleasant, you know, talking to them yesterday, I think it's about, you know, playing with some emotion but not playing with too much where you're gassed at the end of the first quarter. I think it's going to be weathering that storm early and then just try to stop the run. Lewis County is a dominant run team. Mount Pleasant, you know, a tad of a different play style. You know, they like to get up and down the field a lot quicker. I think this favors Mount Pleasant.
I'm really excited about this game tonight. This is I might be having my fun up in that game tonight. Well, let's go staying in the same region, but they're stepping out of region. Loretto hitting the road to take on Bolivar Central, Class 3A team, but this isn't a insurmountable task or a giant mountain to climb here tonight, Mike.
Yeah, no, this is a team that's in Bolivar that's lost 4 straight. Loretto's lost 3 straight, so somebody's going to get back on track tonight. And you kind of feel for the Mustangs. Their last 3 road games, when they went to Riverside, it was homecoming. Big crowd, you know, a lot of hyped up. Go to Adamsville last week, senior night. You go to Bolivar this week, senior night again. So, you know, they're catching teams on you know, probably the worst night to find them on a senior night or a homecoming. And it's a long trip out there. But, you know, I think the Mustangs have shown some things last week at Adamsville, especially defensively, shown some things that can help them this week. And, you know, a chance to pick up a win against Bolivar.
Yeah, like you mentioned, the defense is getting better and better, even though the scores don't always show it. But the big thing, and you'll hear Coach Glass say it here in a second, consistency on offense has been a big problem for this team this year.
Yeah, the one thing I've been preaching is getting a long drive going. You know, it feels like most of their drives are 3 plays, 5 plays, 6 plays. They had some in the second half last week against Adamsville. They started the second half, 10 plays, went 39 yards, turnover on downs, but that was a 10-play drive. The next drive, 11 plays, 34 yards, turned it over on downs. But they're getting these longer drives. You know, they had a rough luck with penalties last week. I think if they can find a week where they can play clean, maybe tonight they could shock some people.
Let's hear what head coach Bryce Glass and running back Andrew Riley have to say going into tonight's game. Well, Bryce, I know last Friday didn't go how you guys wanted it to, but definitely saw a lot of positives against a good football team there.
Yeah, I mean, our guys fought the whole time. Got a lot of young guys in, got some good work in. You know, with Devin Brooks, center being out, we're starting a whole new offensive line. So just keep working and keep grinding.
Got to be proud of what you see. You know, Adamsville is a really good team, and you guys were really into it all the way to the end.
Yeah, I mean, we held them to 1 score at the in the second half. Gave up a few early, but yeah, I mean, overall, I'm pleased. Offensively, we still got to work on getting more consistent, but that just comes with time and work. So we'll get there.
Got a big challenge coming up this week and a very long road trip to Bolivar Central.
Yeah, that's what I told him yesterday. The biggest thing we want to do is handle the road trip. You know, almost 3 hours over there. Heck of a road trip. But, yeah, we got to handle the bus ride and get off the bus and show up and play football.
Yeah. 3A team, obviously all the challenges that come with that, but I know this group is going to be waiting and ready for that challenge.
Yeah, Bolivar's extremely athletic. They got athletes all over the field, so definitely going to have our hands full. You know, our guys ain't shied away from nobody all year long, so I don't expect them to Friday night.
What's it going to take to get a win there on Friday?
Consistency. You know, we got to get more consistent on offense. You know, convert some third downs and get off the football field when we have other teams in third down. So, consistent.
Andrew Riley, right?
Yes, sir.
What year are you, Andrew?
26.
All right, Andrew. No, this last Friday didn't go as you guys expected to, but what kind of positives you take from that game?
We did really good defensively. I thought we had a pick and we had multiple stops on the defensive side of the ball. We played hard. I mean, ain't much we can ask much for defensively, and offensively we just got to get something going, and that's been our struggle all year. I feel like getting something going, getting a push forward, but just got to keep working towards it.
You see this team obviously improving, especially playing a team like that and being with them all the way to the end.
Say that one more time.
Yeah. You see this team making strides every week, but when you play a team like that, knowing that you were in it to the end.
Yeah. I mean, we just got to keep working hard and keep doing what we're doing and playing. Just got to come together these last few games and just keep working.
Got a big challenge coming up. Long road trip, 3A team, a lot involved here against Bolivar on Friday.
Yeah, we just got to take the trip, handle it well, which I feel like we can. We've had a couple long away games, but I mean, we've handled them fine on the way up there. It's just, this is a long one compared to normal, but I think we'll handle it all right. I mean, Bolivar, they're athletic, but ain't nothing new. Everybody we play is really athletic, so I think we'll be able to handle it just fine.
Finally, what's it going to take to get a win there tomorrow night?
Compete, for sure. Being physical and just doing our assignments.
All right, Mike, keys to victory for the Mustangs coming up tonight.
Yeah, it's something we mentioned before looking at those interviews. Consistency on offense. I feel good that their defensive progress that they've made will carry over. It's just trying to put some more points on the board. They've 41 points against Scotts Hill, 28 against Collinwood. If they can put up 21 plus, I feel pretty good about their chances tonight to keep this one good.
All right, Mike, well, coming up next, we'll take a look at what's going on in Class A. We got a big game tonight, the Richland Raiders taking on Fayetteville, and also we'll take a look at our Northern Alabama game of the week when we return.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence. A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
All right, Mike, back here on the Friday Night Lights, the Week 10 edition, going to Class Single A. Big one tonight for the Richland Raiders, taking on Fayetteville, and all realistically a battle for the top spot in that region.
Yeah, right now Richland is technically in third place behind Eagleville, but they do have the head-to-head against them. So, yeah, like you said, this game is for the number one spot in the playoffs. Fayetteville winless outside of their region, perfect in region. So, this game's very big for them. Some common opponents both teams have faced off with Huntland, and Fayetteville was able to get the better end of them. Richland caught them on a bad night. Yeah. But the Raiders have won 4 in a row and have looked really dominant in that fashion.
Yeah.
I like
Last
Richland.
week's win against Summertown was really good.
Yeah, I would say that proved their dominance right there.
Yeah, let's move on to the opposite region. And in Region 6 there, you got Wayne County. They're at McKenzie tonight. Wayne County sitting in the 3 spot. 2-1 within the region, 3-5 overall. McKenzie is who McKenzie is, a state title contender. It's going to be a tough one for the Wildcats tonight.
Yeah, I would say anytime you play McKenzie, it's not going to be fun. Their only loss is to Huntington, who, again, is one of the best teams in the state. So, yeah, tough draw that ends up being in your region. Just go out there, try to play clean, try to avoid getting some injuries, and work towards next week in a big rivalry game for them.
Staying in Wayne County, Collinwood's got Perry County tonight. The battle between 4 and 5. This is a playoff game.
Yes.
Because if Collinwood wins, they knock Perry County out. And Hollow Rock Brewston, who started off 5-0, has now lost 3 in a row, all within the region. So if Collinwood gets this win tonight, they pretty much cement their spot there in the playoffs.
Yeah, Collinwood 1-2 in their region right now. Not the greatest record, but like with McKenzie and McEwen being in that region, it's put some teams on a bit of a lower peg, like Brewston and Perry County. Collinwood just get a win against Perry County, you're in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big one tonight. And now moving over to Northern Alabama. We've seen Muscle Shoals a lot this year, and there's a reason, because they're really freaking good. So we get a chance to see them once again tonight, as they got a good one going to Hartselle. So that they're 7-0, 5-0, and Hartselle, who's sitting at 8-0. So this is going to be an away game. It's a region game, battle between literally 1 and 2. They're both 5-0. This is going to be a big one tonight. I know the eyes of Alabama are going to be on this game here.
Yeah, big time. I mean, two of the more consistent programs in the state. Muscle Shoals, obviously, the talent they got. Hartselle, both of their last games come against a common opponent in Jasper. Muscle Shoals fared really well against them 2 weeks ago. Hartselle not as well. Still got the victory last week. I mean, if you want good football, you got it right here. These are going to have some of the best players in the state, some of the best coaches, teams in the state. I know Muscle Shoals has an Alabama commit on defense, so, I mean, you're going to be seeing some good football with these two teams tonight.
Just down I-65.
Yeah.
It's right off the interstate. I went there 2 years ago for Lawrence County basketball. I know how to get there. There is Buc-ee's on the way. Don't tell Sam.
Yeah.
There is Buc-ee's on. He knows.
Yeah, I would say he knows where they're
at.
He's
got it tattooed
There's
right here.
There's also a really, really good Cracker Barrel in Hartselle, so
and there's a Puckett's
on
the way, in Coleman on the way.
So there's great food if you're heading down there tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So that'd be a lot of fun. Well, Mike, it's week number 10. We got one more week coming up here, so a lot of separation and a lot of playoff spots could be clinched tonight all across the area. Well, that will do it for the Week 10 edition of the Friday Night Lights. So for Michael Marks, I'm AJ Good. Kickoff for your games just a few minutes away. Don't forget to check out all the highlights going down tonight on The Final Score.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
At Murray Regional Health, you'll find the expertise and technology available in larger cities, paired with the personalized and compassionate care you deserve. As the largest health system between Nashville and Huntsville, we have a medical staff of more than 200 physicians across an array of specialties, ranging from primary care to robotic surgery. They lead skilled teams of nurses and other clinical experts that diagnose and treat conditions with advanced technology. Murray Regional Health, where clinical excellence meets compassionate care.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Looking to buy or sell in Lawrence County, Tennessee? At Corbin & Company Realty, we know this place because we live here too. We are locally owned and deeply rooted. We treat you like a neighbor because you are one. Whether you're looking to secure your first home or forever home, trust the team that does local best. Check out our listings like this serene property with a stunning updated interior. This is just one of the many hidden gems we discover for you. Call Corbin & Company Realty today at 931-964-2222.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements. Proven by time. Engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
Some things just never go out of style, like craftsmanship you can trust. Since 1902, H.B. Brink & Company has been building more than homes, they've built trust. Locally owned and operated in Lawrence County, Tennessee for over a century, spanning 3 generations, extending their craft to surrounding counties, providing lumber, millwork, tools, and materials that stand the test of time. From custom homes to weekend DIY projects, if you need it, they've got it. Stop by 134 Depot Street in Lawrenceburg or give them a call today.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome out here to R.A. Butler Field here in Bolivar, the site for tonight's Friday night action here on the X Sports Network. Tonight, we got the Loretto Mustangs, who have made the 2.5-hour travel west out here to Bolivar to face off with the Bolivar Central Tigers. Michael Marks here bringing you Mustangs football here on the X Sports Network, as both teams have headed out for the coin toss. We'll take a look at both teams right now. Loretto 2-6 on the season, and Bolivar Central 3-5. So two teams that would probably like to mostly forget about these seasons, but you do have to look forward to next season for both of these teams. Obviously, some young teams, a plethora of freshmen and sophomores on both of these squads, with relatively new coaching staffs. Renard Woodmore, the head coach here at Bolivar, and is in his second season, has a 9-10 record overall. And for Loretto, Bryce Glass in his first season with the team. Looking at some of these teams' last games, as it looks like Loretto will receive first and be going left to right. Mustangs in their white uniforms with black helmets and black pants, black lettering and numerals on the front. Bolivar is in their all-black uniforms. They have green lettering and white trim. So both teams heading back to do little run-throughs. Mustangs huddling up before they take the field. Again, Bolivar Central last week was on the road, or 2 weeks ago, pardon. They coming off their bye week. 2 weeks ago were on the road at Westview and suffered a 58-6 loss to the Westview Mustangs. Loretto, on the other hand, went on the road last week to Adamsville and lost that one 35-7. So both teams kind of reeling for some big region losses the week before. Now out of region, a chance to try to get back on the right page as Bolivar takes the field. Again, this is a non-region game. Loretto 2 is a 2A school, Bolivar Central 3A. Teams getting ready to hit the field here on senior night. Looking at some region standings, first for Loretto. First place right now is Lewis County. In second place is Mount Pleasant, and then a 3-way tie for third between Riverside, Adamsville, and Summertown, and then Loretto, and then Scotts Hill. And Region 7 AAA for Bolivar is Covington at first at 8-0, Westview at 7-0. Dyersburg at 5-3, McNary Central 3-5, Obion County at 4-4, Bolivar at 3-5, and then Ripley at 0-8. So about to get started here on senior night. And a bit of an onside kick. Ball is free, and falling on it at the 36-yard line is Dylan Thompson. So that's where the Mustangs will take over, first down and 10. Of a squib kick right there. Looked like it was number 9, Corbrian Brown, the senior, on the kick right there. So Mustangs first and 10 at the 37. Interesting to see how this game will go. Both teams' offenses have sputtered in the past couple of weeks. Mustangs 14 points in the last 2 weeks. Bolivar just 13. Mustangs in a bit of a different formation. They're showing the I formation. One receiver to the top of the screen. Snap, handoff. And there goes Riley busting up the middle. And he'll push his way out across the 40 to about the 43. Looks like it'll be a gain of 6. Again, the Mustangs working on consistency, getting more longer drives and that don't just sputter after a couple of plays. Handoff right side, but there is a flag on the play, as it looks like their initial ruling after this play will be right at the line to gain. But there is a flag on the play. Oh, they picked it up, I guess. So that'll be a gain of 4 and a first down. Good start for Loretto. Still in the I formation, Lyles under center. Ball at the 47. And given to the fullback, Brown. Brown spins off a tackle, but won't be able to break the second one. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. That'll bring up second down and 10. Again, this is the second week the Mustangs have been a senior night opponent. Mustangs have flipped the formation to this near side. Thompson, the wide receiver. And they'll hand it off to Riley. Riley running around right side, gets a good hole, breaks tackle at the 50, and trying to get down near the 45. They'll have him at the 47. That'll be a gain of 6. A good little drive going for the Mustangs, primarily on the ground. Mustangs struggled to go through the air last week. We'll see if...
Who's number 2? Who's number 2 for y'all? Riley, Andrew Riley.
3rd and 4. Mustangs need the 43 for a first down.
Who's number 1?
Snap, and looked like they were going for another little fullback dive there. Lyles had to keep it. Line pushing them. They should be close to a first down. We'll see where they mark them. One official has the 43, one has the 44. We'll see where they mark it. Oh, the chain crew started moving on the far side, but they're telling them to go back. So I'll have to move them back. Where they have the ball spotted right now, the Mustangs will be about a yard short. So that'll bring up 4th down and 1. Ball at the 44. And whistle's blowing. So having a bit of confusion here. And they will move the sticks. So it'll be 1st and 10 Loretto at the 44. 6th play of the drive coming up. All 5 have been on the ground. High formation. And they're going to toss around the far side. Riley's got some good blocks in front of him. Makes a cutback at the 45. And he'll be wrestled down across the... Looks to be inside the 40, around the 36 or the 37. We'll see where they mark him. Looks like it will be the 37. So gain of 7 there on first down. Second down and 3, ball at the 37. Same formation for the Mustangs. Wide receiver to the short side of the field. Now they're going fullback right here to Brown, and nothing going there, maybe a yard. And then we'll say he just got back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain there on second down, and now we'll bring up third and short. Thompson, the receiver, now on the near side. Lyles under center. He's got Brown and Riley in the backfield. Handoff. Riley trying to work his way around the outside. Breaks a tackle, and ball comes out of bounds. They will mark it there, but there is a flag on the play. Right now it looks like a loss of 8 on the play. The ball back at the 45. We'll see what the white hat says the flag is. From where it was, it would look like it would probably be holding against Loretto. Oh, Mustangs may have caught a tough break there. His holding against Loretto. That penalty is declined, so it'll bring up fourth down. So Riley did fumble and lose 8 on the play. Mustangs offense back on the field, though. And they'll need a lot right here. Bolivar's defense really spaced out. Play fake. And Lyles is just going to send one up. A bit of an arm punt. Thompson can't get there. Bit underthrown, and that will be a turnover on downs. A first drive that had some promise, but some unfortunate circumstances with the fumble put Loretto in a bad spot. So Bolivar will take over first down and 10 at their own 45. See what formation the Tigers are coming out in. It looks like a one similar to the Mustangs. Everybody within a yard or two of the line of scrimmage. Comes to snap and a big run on first down there. That was Carivius Jarrett, the senior cornerback. Or pardon, Colton Mayfield. Gain of 6. And Bolivar looking to go quick. Run around that right side and nothing going there. A big loss as the Mustangs got in the backfield there. Ball marked all the way back at the 47. So I'll take away 4. Bolivar huddling, 25 seconds left on the play clock. Kanan Swift checking in to join the huddle, number 10. Now more of a spread look from Bolivar. 2 receivers out to the near side, 1 to the top of the screen. Quarterback in a pistol formation. Now they're going to fire it out in the flat. Making some moves at the 40 and being brought down right across the 45 once again. That was Anthony Jones, the senior. They're going to say Jones just got back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more, so that's going to bring up third down and 8. Or pardon, 4th and 8. So the punt team will come out for Bolivar. Peyton Maxwell, number 1 on the punt. Thompson back at the 25 for Loretto. And the snap goes over his head. Maxwell going to have to try to save it and punt, and will actually get a punt off. And that's going to be fielded at the 45 by Braden Bennett. Bennett gets all the way near to midfield. They'll mark him at the 49. Boy, a crazy play. The snap goes over the punter Maxwell's head. He's able to gather himself, pick the ball up, and punt it. And then Bennett, not even the initial returner, able to corral it and get a couple yards out of it. So the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10, ball at the 49. Mustangs still in that I formation. Lyles, toss left to Riley. And Riley met in the backfield and driven backwards at the 40. Looks like he got met at the 48. And man, no forward progress at all. They marked him all the way back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 5. Pardon, just a loss of 4. There's a flag on the play, holding against the Mustangs, penalty declined. That'll bring up 2nd down and 14. .4:23 to go and counting here in the first quarter. Both teams still scoreless. 12 on the play clock. Mustangs in the I formation. Lyles hands off straight to Riley. Riley gets around the right side to midfield, breaking a couple tackles, and he's going to fight his way across the 40. Out to near the 35. A flag comes in after the play, but it should be a 1st down as of now. A gain of 20. Not sure what it could be other than maybe a face mask in this situation. But what a push from the Mustangs offensive line. Riley got hit first at midfield and drug himself almost all the way down to the 35. And a pushing the line against Loretto. So that will back the Mustangs up. The ball was spotted at the 39. And they'll back them up to the 44. So after all that, timeout Bolivar. And we'll take that break with the Tigers. You're watching Mustangs football on the Exports Network.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Hey folks, you'll never guess where I'm at today. That's right, I'm at my Quick Mart store. Starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day. Head on over to your favorite Quick Mart store and start your day out right.
And we're back. So the call was helping the runner. In high school football, you cannot push, pull, or lift the runner to assist in their forward progress. That hasn't been a penalty in college since 2013. And it looks like an offsides on Bolivar. And that is the call. And with the spot of the ball, that's going to give the Mustangs a free 1st down. This is the unforced error there by B.J. Carroll, the senior number 56 for Bolivar. So the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10 at the 39. So back where they were before the assisting the runner penalty. .352 to go. Mustangs still in this power I formation. Handoff. Riley trying to go to the weak side. Tries to get around the edge and does. He'll pick up about 3. The ball came out, and Bolivar says they have it. They do. So once again, an Andrew Riley fumble comes to benefit the Bolivar Central Tigers. A ball will be spotted at the 40, so that's where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10. Bolivar only ended up with 2 yards out of their last possession. Got a good gain on 1st down, a big negative play on 2nd down, and then nothing on 3rd. So again, everybody in here tight on the line. Mayfield hands it off. And a good run out across the 40. Gain of about 2 right there. That looked like Anthony Jones. So Jones picks up 2. Making it 2nd and 8. Flip the formation here to the near side. Mustangs have 10 guys within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. And a high snap to Mayfield, power right, and absolutely eaten up. We'll see who that was on the tackle. Dylan Thompson coming down for his safety position, making the big stop in the backfield. From the spot, it looks like a loss of 4. The ball actually at the 37, a loss of 5 there. So 3rd and 13 now. Back in the spread formation, 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. 1 running back in there with Mayfield. It is Jones. Snap, Mayfield looking, feeling some pressure, throwing it up down the field's got a man and just overshot him. Avion Jackson had his man absolutely beat down the sideline. But once again, another 3 and out for Bolivar. Are looking for a little bit more success on this punt play. Good snap, flag on the play. Maxwell off the side of his foot, out of bounds at the 47. We'll see what the flag is. So we'll see what the flag is. The Mustangs offense waits to take the field. This flag may have a bit of a determining factor on the spot. As of now, the Mustangs will have the ball at the Bolivar 47. Score update from Lawrenceburg. It is Lawrence County 7, Lincoln County 0. That one in the first quarter. That'll be 1st and 10 Mustangs. So I believe they ended up deciding just pick up that flag. So the Mustangs will start with their best starting field position of the night. Score update from Riverside. It is Riverside 0, Summertown 0. That one's still in the first. Also on the X Sports Network tonight. So Loretto 1st and 10 at the 47. Gets the ball back similar to where they lost it. Now Eli Chapman in at tailback. Chapman takes a hit, gets inside the 45. They'll have him at the 43. That'll be a gain of 4. The Mustangs' first drive got down the field a little bit, turned it over on downs. And then the following drive on the 3rd play, Riley with a fumble. Going to be a bit more fortuitous this time. Lyles under center. Still has Brown as his fullback. Chapman the tailback. Going with a little fullback dive. No, the keeper for Lyles, and he'll sneak around to the 40. Short gain of 3 there. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. So 3rd down and 3, approaching 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. A defensive slugfest. Both teams have kept it on the ground a bunch. As of now, Bolivar still in the negative 1 yards. Loretto right now 33. Lyles gets the snap. Going to go to Chapman. Chapman trying to find a crease. Looks like he got to the 38. So that he will be marked just short of the first down. So 4th down, we'll say a long 1.5 yards. Ball's in between the 39 and the 38. Needs the 37. Though with the play clock being longer than the game clock, that will be the end of the first quarter. So a stalemate after 1. It is Loretto 0, Bolivar 0. We'll be back for the second quarter here in a few minutes. You're watching the X Sports Network.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
We are back out here at R.A. Butler Field here at Bolivar Central High School. Second quarter about to get started between Bolivar Central and Loretto. Still a stalemate, 0-0 after 1. Both teams look to get their offense going here in the second. It will be 4th and 1 for Loretto at the 38. They need about the 37. I formation. Lyles checking to the line, making some blocking adjustments, and it looks like Loretto will start the second quarter with a timeout. So we'll take that break with the Mustangs as they decide to make a call on 4th down. We'll be back in a minute on the X Sports Network.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote. And we are back here. Mustangs, let's see what decision they have made here on 4th and 1. Looks like Riley and Brown in the backfield. If you need 1 yard, I'd go to number 1, but if Bolivar's done their scouting, they probably know that. And Lyles going with the QB dive. And he's well across the 37, almost to the 35. I think they'll give him the 36 there. Gain of 3. So big 4th down conversion for the Mustangs sets them up 1st down and 10 at the 36. So big play call right there. Mustangs did turn it over on downs on their first drive. But have kept it steady on the ground on this drive. 4 plays, 11 yards, and have taken plenty of time off the clock. Now they're going with the pitch to Riley to the outside. Riley gets the edge at the 35 and is upended at the 33, but there is a flag on the play. And if you've been watching Mustangs football this year, you can assume what this one will be. And it's a holding against the Mustangs. So back them up 10 yards. All the way back at the 46, so set up 1st and 20. Mustangs have had 2 prior holding calls, both declined. It's the first one that resulted in a positive play. The first one was a fumble, and the second one was a loss of 2 or 3. So same formation for the Mustangs, looking like they will stay with the run game. And it's a play fake. Got 2 men out, going for long. Ball batted up and incomplete. Close one there as Lyles was looking for Logan Long, the tight end, running across the middle of the field, and had it for a moment, just couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 20. Mustangs the last week was one of the very few weeks they weren't able to convert on any of their big pass plays. And now the Loretto spread out into a spread formation, 2 receivers to the top and bottom. Brown in the backfield. Lyles facing some pressure, has some time though, looking, and fires it down low. Had Bennett. It was jarred out. Keelan Polk was able to hit that one away. Now bring up 3rd and long. The Mustangs in a definite passing down right here. And with it being 4 down territory, if they pick up, I'd say somewhere in the 12 to 14 range, they would be rather keen to go for it. Lyle's going to roll out. Going to fire it down the field, looking for Riley, and that one just overthrown, but a flag coming in. The official in the middle of the field makes the call. Definitely one of those 50-50 calls, but so that should be passing interference against Bolivar. We'll see. That does result in an automatic 1st down for Loretto. And that might be the first passing interference I've seen where they actually marked off 15 yards and an automatic 1st down. It felt like several of these passing interference calls we had earlier in the season were 5 yards and nothing. It will actually bring up 3rd and 5. So it was not enough for a 1st down. But again, now a big change from 3rd and 20 to 3rd and 5. Mustangs able to go back into the I formation. Handoff Riley. Running around right side, met at the line. He'll get pushed around to the 29, but it will be still short of a 1st down. So ball at the 26, Mustangs ball at the 30, so they will need 4 yards here. Mustangs were able to convert on a 4th and 1 earlier in the drive. We'll see if they can be successful once again. Bolivar, 9 guys in the box. They're going straight up the middle to Riley, and he is spun down. Maybe a yard, but he will come up short. And that'll be a turnover on downs. So Bolivar Central will take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. They have a long way to go. $9:50 to go, still scoreless in the first half. Both defensive fronts have been stout, not allowing any big plays for either team. First and 10, spread formation look, and ball's on the ground. I think Loretta's got it. They do! Peyton Maxwell came in motion, I believe, on the play, and the snap came right into him. Bounced off of him, and the Mustangs are able to recover. So what a disastrous drive for Bolivar as they got the ball back and had a long way to go, and now the Mustangs have it in even better field position than they did on the previous drive. We'll see if the Mustangs can capitalize off of the Tigers' mistake. And 1st and 10 at the 27. Handoff up the middle, Brown fighting, and he goes down. Flags coming in. Both teams fighting for the ball. Bolivar saying they have it, but it's just a short rush for Brown. I'm not sure if they give him a yard or they did not. So just back to the line of scrimmage. So still at the 27. Mustangs bringing Chapman in to the backfield. Chapman had a big game earlier in the season against Collinwood. Over 100 yards in that one. The Mustangs a bit confused, as now they have the formation set, and that's going to be a delay of game on the Mustangs if they didn't get a timeout off first. They did. So the Mustangs used their second timeout of the first half. We'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network. When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders team can make your home the home of your dreams. Hamby Builders is licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience in homes in Giles, Lawrence, Wayne, and Murray counties. Trust your home construction or light commercial project to the team with experience and integrity. Hamby Builders. Call 931-629-5264 or 931-629-9472 today.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
All right, welcome back here to Bolivar. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Mustangs were making some substitutions earlier and couldn't get it all figured out. Now a little end around to Riley. Cuts it back at the 25 and is able to be pushed down on the other side of the 25, maybe around the 23. Short gain there on 2nd down. So they do have him at the 23. That's a gain of 4. I'll bring up 3rd and 6. Let's see what the Mustangs like to do here. Snap. Play fake. And trying a little out right there to, I think it was Long right there. Got pushed down before the ball got to him, but no flag on the play. That'll bring up 4th down and 6. Mustangs hurrying some guys on the field, and it looks like they're sending Hanley Thornton out here for a field goal attempt, possibly. Or Henry Chambliss, pardon. So Chambliss is out here to attempt. Looks like it'll be a 40-yarder. Mustangs haven't attempted many field goals on the year, maybe 1 or 2. I'll see what Chambliss does here. Snap down, kick is down, the hold is up, it is short. And there is a man in the end zone to return. But I guess that's not, I guess they called it a touchback. So it will be Bolivar ball. We'll see where they spot him if they... So the ball is at the 20-yard line, and that's where Bolivar will take over. Fumble on play number 1 gave the Mustangs ball in pretty good field position. We'll see what the Tigers elect to do here. Handoff up the middle, short gain if any, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And they're on the tackle. That's number 68, Blaze Thomason. The senior Thomason having an excellent season on the defensive line. So no gain on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. Still 2 receivers on each side. Snap, play fake. Quarterback feeling some heat, is able to fire it down the sideline just over the heads of Peyton Maxwell. John Hanna in there on the coverage, and Logan Long able to put some pressure on the quarterback. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Here about halfway through the 2nd quarter, and right now neither team has completed a pass. Now it has been a heavy run. There's only been about probably 10 pass attempts in the game between the two teams. It's like an obvious passing down here, but the snap count got the Mustangs to jump off sides. So it'll make that 3rd and 10 a 3rd and 5. So ball at the 25. Opportunity to change the look up here for Colton Mayfield in this Bolivar offense. And it looks like they're coming out in a bit of a bunch formation, sort of similar to what the Mustangs doing. Trips receivers to the right, and they're going to run a toss. And getting around the outside, close to a 1st down, is Anthony Jones, but it looks like he'll be marked just short at the 27, so a gain of 2 right there on 3rd. So ball on the near hash at the 20. Well, it looks like they gave him the 28, so it'll bring up 4th and 2. And the police have now left the premises. A punt coming up for Bolivar. Maxwell, an end-over-end punt that will stop and right around the 48.5-yard line. And that's where the Mustangs will take over 1st down and 10. So right now, Loretto 43 yards of offense, Bolivar 2. So it has been a defensive game up to this point. Lyles, stretch play, Thompson in the backfield, gets the handoff. And Thompson out across the 50. They'll have him at the 47 or the 46. Let's see where they spot him. They do give him the 40. Oh, there is a flag on the play. It looks like it'll be holding against Loretto once again. And it is, so that'll back the Mustangs up from the 48 to the 38, where they will take over 1st and 20 now. Actually backed them to the 41, so must have been during the run. So 1st and 17. Handoff, Thompson in the backfield once again. Gets a good push out across the 45 to the 46, where he'll pick up 5. I believe this is Thompson's first snaps in the backfield this season. But they've really honed in on Andrew Riley and Colby Brown. So the Mustangs are going with a run-heavy look tonight, or trying to find some answers. Thompson looking for a hole. And gets to the 46, so back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. And updates into the first quarter at Riverside. It is Panthers 0, Eagles 0. So it looks like they have a defensive slugfest going on there as well. Mustangs will need a good bit of yardage here to pick up the first. We'll have to get all the way over to the other 43. Mustangs 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. Mustangs did have some success running out of this formation last week. They will pass here. And short dump down to Hannah. Pass is complete, but it'll be a loss of yardage. Back to the 44, a loss of 2. So once again, 3 and out for Loretto. I'll bring in Andrew Riley to punt. Looks like Anthony Jones back deep to return for Bolivar. About to tick under 4 minutes here in the first half. Good snap, Riley. A high one, end over end. And it'll bounce at the 30 and head out of bounds inside the 30. They'll mark them at the 26, and that's where Bolivar will take over 1st and 10. Currently the drive chart for Bolivar has been 3 plays, 2 yards, punt, 3 plays, loss of 3 and a punt, 1 play, no yardage and a fumble, and then 3 plays, 3 yards and a punt. So 3 3-and-outs and a turnover. We'll see if the Mustangs defense can stand tall once again and try to get their offense the ball back in good field position. Snap. Fired across the middle, and it is complete. Out across the 30 to the 33. Actually, they'll give him the 34, gain of 8. Now 2nd and 2. Found good success on the short pass play right there. See what they elect to do on second down. Looking to pass again. Short over the middle, complete. Breaking the tackle and thrown down by Andrew Riley. Looks like that was Chris Henderson. Pardon, Keelan Polk there on the pitch and catch. First down, Bolivar at the 44. That's a gain of 10 right there. Snap. Pump fake on the short pass. Quarterback thought he wants to keep it. Now he's going deep and had his man, but just overshot him. Jaden Powell in there on the coverage for the Mustangs. The incompletion will bring up 2nd and 10. Score from Lawrenceburg 7-7 there. Lincoln County has tied it up. Lawrence County with a win in that one has a good chance to host a playoff game. Snap. Looks like they're going to throw it again. Going deep. Looking for Polk. And just off of his hands. No flag on the play. Hanna and Bennett in there on the coverage. So after being primarily a run team through the first couple of drives, Bolivar's gone straight through the air right here. 4 plays. 2 for 4 completions for 18 yards. Mayfield in the shotgun's got a trio of receivers to this near side. Polk and Maxwell. And they're going to Jones, the tailback. Jones looking for some space. Nice move. Gets to the midfield and gets across to the 48. And that's going to set up 4th and, say, 3. Actually, it'll be 4th and 2, a gain of 8 right there. So Bolivar will need the 46. They're at the 40, or they need the 46. They're at the 48. So 4th and, I'll say, 1.5 yards, maybe 2. Under 2 minutes to go. Bolivar's going to have to call a timeout here because they're about to run it under the play clock, and they do not want to do that on 4th down. The Tigers do get a timeout off. We'll take that break with them. You're watching the Mustangs football here on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Bolivar. 4th down and 2 for the Tigers. As they're trying to drive here at the end of the first half. In a spread formation. 2 receivers to the top and to the bottom. Maxwell coming in motion. They'll hand it off up the middle. Jones, a big hole. A first down and maybe more. There goes Jones to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Is he in? Touchdown Bolivar. A 48-yard touchdown run from Anthony Jones puts the Tigers on the board, and confetti is flying. 6-play, 74-yard drive puts Bolivar on the board first. On a kick, looks like Caden Bethram. That kick is up, and it's good. Bolivar on the board first. They lead this one 7-0. We'll be back in a minute on the X Sports Network.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
This is the X Sports Network.
And the 48-yard touchdown rush from senior tailback Anthony Jones puts Bolivar on the board right before halftime, and a good time to do that as the Tigers do get the ball coming out of half, but still 95 seconds here as the Mustangs will look to even this one up before halftime. It's like Carivius Jarrett on to kick. And another line drive, and that one is going to roll all the way to the end zone. So a touchback, the Mustangs will take it out at the 20-yard line. And they have 80 yards to go in just a minute and 35 seconds. Mustangs offense looked pretty good early in the game, has sputtered as of late. Only a handful of pass attempts as they've been run heavy, but they will have to throw the ball here. Two receivers to each side. Bolivar brings a man in late. Lyles is looking, scrambling around, feeling the pressure, just has to heave it. And that one will come up short of Bennett. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mustangs have completed one pass for negative -2 yards right now. Powell and Bennett, the receivers on this near side. Hannah and Thompson on the top of the screen. Quick drop and a little hitch route caught John Hannah. Hannah breaks a tackle out close to the 30, but he will be short. And that clock's ticking, 3rd and 1. Oh. We'll see what the flag on the play is. Chance it could be a face mask or a horse collar tackle on Bolivar, as it did look like Hannah went down a little awkwardly. We'll see what the white hat elects to say. And it will be a face mask against Bolivar. 15 yards from the end of that run. Should have the Mustangs standing right around the 44-yard line. Official timeout, as he is coming over to have a word with Coach Woodmore for the Tigers. Clock set at 1 minute and 10 seconds. So I'm not exactly sure what that conversation was about. So the ball's only at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10 Mustangs. And a whistle. This is going to be a false start. So that ruling on the 5-yard face mask in high school, there is incidental and unincidental face masks. That one was a non-aggressive is what they would refer it to, and a 5-yard penalty. And that 5 yards comes right back off on the false start. So the ball at the 28. One-on-one coverage at the top of the screen. Would like to see Mustangs try Thompson. And we have a timeout. We'll see what the ball was snapped, and then the official on the Mustangs sideline blew his whistle. As now Coach Glass is having a word with the head official. I guess we'll try again. 1st and 15 at the 28. Clock is still ticking. And another whistle. Looks like somebody for Loretto jumped off. And so the false start will back them up 5 more. Now just at the 23, just 3 yards from where they took over. It's now 1st and 20. Ball at the 23, clock is ticking. Mustangs have the whole distance of the field to go. Snap. And another whistle. See what the call is. A false start against the Mustangs, 3 consecutive. Back them up 1st and 25 inside the 20. At this point, the Mustangs are hoping they can even snap the ball. Lyles has it. He's gunning it deep down the field, overshot and incomplete. And man, oh man, Maxwell may have hit one away from Polk that would have been an interception. Giving each other a hard time after the play. Second and 25, 34 seconds remaining. Thompson, the lone receiver at the top, 2 to the bottom, and they're just going to hand it off to Chapman. Chapman's got a pretty good hole across the 25, and that's where he will be taken down. Gain of 7. And timeout Bolivar, they want the ball back. So while the Tigers take that timeout, we'll take it with them. You're watching Mustangs football on the X Sports Network.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
And we're back here. Not exactly sure what led Bolivar to calling a timeout on third down. Mustangs airing it down the field. Caught! Braden Bennett made the catch at the 40, and that's where he'll go down. The Mustangs were initially just trying to run the clock to go to half and had to air it out deep on 3rd and 25, and a huge catch for Braden Bennett. A 26-yard completion. So now the Mustangs on their side of the 50. Mustangs did take their last timeout. We'll keep it here for the last 17 seconds of the first half. So right now the Mustangs drives 9 plays, 19 yards, turnover on downs, 3 plays, 7 yards, and a fumble. 6 plays, 13 yards, and turnover on downs, 3 plays, 4 yards, and missed field goal. And then 3 plays, 3 yards, and a punt. Right now, 4 plays, 41 yards. 17 seconds, you could maybe get 3 plays off if you just do short, quick passes and get out of bounds. But what a contested catch made by Braden Bennett going up between 2 defenders. Send that into ESPN and have it on You Got Mossed on Sunday Morning Countdown. Mustangs trips receivers to the far side. Bennett the lone man on the near side. Lyles is going to air it out deep. One-on-one coverage. Man falls down for Loretto was Riley. Incomplete. I'll tell you, these officials will make you earn that passing interference call. Second and 10, 10.1 seconds remaining till halftime. Bolivar, 3 deep safeties on this play. Well, 2 deep safeties and 2 corners that are going to play deep. A cover 4 look. They're going to try to keep the Mustangs from getting anything over the top, and just an absolute bull rush from the Bolivar front 7. Flags on the play as Lyles fires it out of bounds. The horn sounds, but will that be the last play of the half? The flag would almost indicate something on Loretto, a hold or a hands to the face, because there is a helmet off at Amari Gibbs right there trying to find his headpiece. But if it is on Bolivar, the Mustangs should get one untimed down. There are 2 flags on the play, one on the Loretto side of the 50, one on the Bolivar side, both at the 47. White Hat having a conference with 2 other officials, trying to get everything marked off. A very penalty-heavy second quarter on both teams. The Mustangs feels like they've had 5 penalties just on this drive. Had the 3 false starts back a few plays ago. So it looks like they've sent an official to each head coach to explain the calls. That would almost signify that there is one on each team, which should result in an untimed down. Don't quote me on that. We'll see as the White Hats having his word with Coach Woodmore for Bolivar. The white hat comes to make his calls. We'll see what we have. Holding against Loretto. And looks like illegal touching or on Bolivar. Or no. They pointed to Bolivar and then pointed to Loretto and then signaled a decline the penalty. Must have been intentional grounding. So they'll go back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's where the ball will be. So after all that 3rd down and 10 at the 39, we will have one untimed down to conclude the first half. So the Mustangs going to just have to send something to the end zone. And if I'm Bolivar, I don't know why you don't send 7 or 8 guys just to stand on the goal line. Snap. Lyles feeling some pressure, steps up, and he's going to run with it. He's got some green grass, but no white jerseys around him, and he'll go out of bounds at the 25. A gain of 14, but that will do it for the first half. It is Bolivar 7, Loretto 0. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for the second half. You're watching the Exports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your community calendar.
You're watching Kelly's Community Calendar. I'm Kelly Rawson. Let's go over all kinds of events and a lot of Halloween festivities already this weekend across the Tennessee Valley. Starting with Saturday, there will be a car and truck show at Rotary Park in Lawrenceburg from 8:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. The proceeds for this event goes to Abigail's Plan. Fall Fun Fest happening in Columbia at Woodland Park from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. There will be food, games, and inflatables out there. Fall Festival happening at John Barnes Park in Ardmore, and that is from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. There will be vendors and all kinds of fall fun out there. Trunk or Treat happening downtown Mount Pleasant, Tennessee from 1 p.m. until 4:30 p.m. There will be candy and inflatables out there. Trick or Treat on the Square in downtown Pulaski. That will be from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. Fall Festival happening in Huntsville at Landmark Church from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. There will be games, treats, and prizes out there. Another fall festival happening in Florence, Alabama at Wesley Chapel United Methodist Church from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. There will be food, games, and all kinds of fall fun out there. Autumn Adventure is back at Leoma Baptist Church this Saturday. It starts at 5 p.m. Games, hot dogs to eat, and candy to eat as well. A bean supper and silent auction happening at Fall River United Methodist Church in Leoma, Tennessee. That starts at 5 p.m. Saturday evening. Harvest Festival on a Saturday as well in Leoma at New Hope Baptist Church. That starts at 5 p.m. Also on Saturday evening, Trunk or Treat happening at the Lincoln County Courthouse in Fayetteville, Tennessee from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. Moving now to Sunday, Unity in Our Community happening at the Hardin County High School in Hardin County, Tennessee. That starts at 3 p.m. There will be worship and fellowship at that event. Trunk or Treat in Florence at Liberty Baptist Church from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. Another Trunk or Treat in Elkmont, Alabama at Elkmont Methodist Church from 5:30 p.m. until 7 p.m. There will be a potluck and a singing out there. If you have any events going on in your community and you want those events on the community calendar, just send me those details in an email. The email's right there on your screen, kelly@tnvalleyweather.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
What really matters during the ball game, we realize when it comes to sports that seasons begin and seasons end. There's an ever-changing to a new season. In Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1, there is appointed a time for everything. There's a time for every event under heaven. Life has its seasons, but one thing that does not change is Jesus Christ. The Bible says He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Put your trust, confidence, and obedience in Him. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time. And nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer compassionate expert care close to home. Our ER is now stronger than ever with more providers, chest pain accreditation, and our newest Joint Commission stroke accreditation because every second matters. Generations have trusted us for compassionate care and medical excellence. Faster, trusted, accredited emergency care with hometown heart.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your sports forecast.
Fred Gossett here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center on this Friday evening with your latest forecast update. Clouds will be thickening as we head through the evening and the overnight. Temperatures are still going to drop into the 40s, but not quite as much as what we have been the past few overnights because the cloud cover is going to act as a bit of an insulating blanket overnight. So we're talking about mid to upper 40s for most of us across the area, with skies becoming mostly cloudy to overcast. Limited sunshine here for Saturday, but I do expect some breaks of sunshine at times. Mostly cloudy otherwise. Daytime highs up into the low to mid 70s for most of us. A stray upper 60 here and there because of the cloud cover. More of an east-southeasterly wind, and then only falling back mainly into the low to mid 50s Saturday night as clouds really thicken up, and maybe a few rain showers starting during the early morning hours after midnight. That's certainly possible. Rain will be more likely on our Sunday. It's going to be a wet day at times as widespread rain overspreads the area, especially by midday and afternoon, but it could start as early as the morning hours. I just think it'll be a little more off and on during the morning. Some of the rainfall during the afternoon to the evening locally heavy, maybe a rumble or two of thunder, but I don't expect any severe storms. That would be well off to the south of this red line that's the warm front. We're actually going to have a breezy easterly wind with a wedge of cooler air from Georgia that will keep us cool and stable as the rain falls into that. The evaporational cooling process with that will keep us in the 50s all day for our Sunday. A chilly, raw, rainy day around here on Sunday. Lingering showers likely into Monday, Tuesday. Maybe a bit more in the way of heavier rain and a rumble or two of thunder late Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. And then showers continue into Wednesday to be fairly likely before tapering off as we enter the end of the week. So if you're going to head to the pumpkin patch this weekend, you know this is the last weekend we have before Halloween. So if you haven't gotten your jack-o'-lantern yet, this weekend is the time to do it. Saturday is going to be the day to do that, not Sunday, with rain likely a soggy day here for our Sunday. 7-day temperature trend here. We're going to be on the cool side once we get past Saturday. Saturday is the last warm day we have for the next 7, staying in the 70s. And then for much of the time, from Sunday all the way through Halloween, between the mid to upper 50s to at times the low to mid 60s here. And that's 63 and 65 for Monday and Tuesday. That may actually trend downward depending on how much sunshine we get in and around the rain showers. So going to be noticeably cooler here once we get past our 70s on Saturday. As you get that first cup of coffee in the morning, if you're an early riser on Saturday mornings, mostly cloudy skies here starting in the mid to upper 40s for most of us. Headed for the mid-70s by the afternoon with partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies, a few late night rain showers after midnight. And then a rainy, breezy, windy day here for Sunday. Those easterly winds, they could gust at 20, 25, 30 miles per hour at times. A few rumbles of thunder are possible, but not expecting any severe storms. Showers likely at times on Monday, Tuesday. Maybe some locally heavy downpours and a few rumbles of thunder Tuesday night. Not expecting severe storms then either. Chance of showers continues through Wednesday, maybe lingering into Thursday. For right now, and this is subject to change, I want to stress that, but for right now, early indications are Halloween looks to be clearing out, but cool with daytime highs into the mid-50s. That's the Look your latest 7-day forecast. We'll get you back to the game coverage right here on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Welcome to my newest listing.
Let's go! Let me show you 4 keys to the game to get this win. Number 1 is this beautiful kitchen. The second key to the game is this primary suite with its own sunroom, with a double vanity and large bathroom. Number 3, this large carport, as well as this large front porch. And number 4 is this beautiful fenced property with the pond and the beautiful barn. So don't fumble on this property. Give me a call, Stacey Springer, 931-242-9263.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire. Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Jeff Overton, and welcome to this edition of Mars Hill Minute. We're excited to be here in the foundation of our brand new children's building, student building. This part right here will be the student sanctuary where they'll have their worship on Wednesday nights. But what I want to talk to you about is what's coming soon. The steel will go up, the second floor will be built, and the children's wing will be put in as well. We're excited about all of that, but you got to take the details of making sure this part is right. If the foundation isn't right, everything else we build is going to have problems. The Bible tells us the same is true with our lives. We talked about a man who built his house on the sand, and one who's built his house on the rocks. And when the storms came, the one built on the rock sustained and made it through. How's your life built? Jesus says he is the rock. I'd like to encourage you to build your life on Jesus Christ and his teaching and be a disciple of Jesus Christ. I'd love to invite you to Mars Hill Baptist Church to learn more about how to build the proper foundation to build upward with your life. God bless you. Hope you'll come join us.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Right in the heart of the downtown square in Lawrenceburg stands a true local treasure, Holland's Drug Store, the oldest business on the square. Holland's is a name you have trusted since the 1960s. Expert pharmacists Richard and Brooke are proud to offer personalized care, including compounding, while providing you fast and friendly service. They accept most insurance plans, so you can get what you need without a hassle. And while you're here, don't forget to explore the gift shop filled with local novelties, willow tree, seasonal home decor, and so much more. Holland's Drug Store, local and lasting.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
And welcome back to Bolivar's second half, about to get underway. Henry Chambliss to kick for the Mustangs. And goes with a little short dribbler. Tried the onside kick, and that will be recovered by Bolivar. So the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 around the 48. A good kick there from Chambliss. It got the skip you want, just did not have any Mustangs in the area. Mustangs in the first half, 29 plays of offense, 102 yards, a 3.5 play average. For Bolivar, 16 plays, 76 yards, about 4.8 yards per play. 48 of those coming on the touchdown run by Anthony Jones. But despite that, Bolivar with the lead, 7-0 as we get to start here in the second half. Tigers look to be in a similar formation they ran early in the first half. Didn't yield too much success. They bring a man in motion. Jones gets it on the fly sweep coming around the near side. Jones has got some blocks and will get across midfield, still on his feet, and will be driven back by some Mustangs, but they'll give him forward progress at the 46. Pardon, the 40. Yes, the 46. So a gain of 6 will bring up 2nd down and 4. So a good start to the second half for the Tigers. They had a similar good start in the first half, but had a negative rush play on 2nd down. We'll see if they elect to go to a different play here. Man in motion, and they will hand it off, and breaking a tackle is Jones. He'll get back to the 45, but it's only a gain of 1 right there on 2nd down. Second down and 3 as Mayfield comes back from the sidelines with the play call. Mayfield in the shotgun, has Jones in the backfield. Standing behind him, 2 receivers to each side. They're going to bring Maxwell in motion. They'll hand off to that left side, and nothing going. Brought down in the backfield. Thompson in there as well as Tucker. A pair of seniors in there on the stop. It'll bring up 4th down. And we'll say 5. Punt team coming out for Bolivar. It is Peyton Maxwell, the senior. Thompson heels at the 15. Slow roller, and it will skip right down to the 20-yard line, make it the 19, and that's where it will land. And the Mustangs take over there 1st and 10. Similar spot to where the Mustangs started their last drive of the first half, one that they just ran out of time with. Was their most successful drive yardage-wise, 56 yards. Got down to about the 25, but again, with it being the end of half, not much more they could do with it there. Mustangs come back out in the I formation. Thompson, the lone receiver at the top, guarded by Maxwell. Lyles under center, hands it off to, I believe that is Brown, or pardon, Riley running around the left side. Pickup of about 1. I'll say give him 2. Well, that's at the 20. 1 yard right there. With both teams being heavy on the ground game in this half. Already 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Thompson in the backfield. Got Bennett lined up out wide at receiver. Brown still in at fullback. And they'll give it to Thompson on the sweep to the outside. Tries to break a tackle and will be brought down in the backfield. Loss of yardage right there. And that'll bring up 3rd and long. A loss of 8 on that play. Ball at the 12-yard line. The Mustangs need the 29 for a first down. We're able to convert on a long pass play to Braden Bennett at the end of the first half. And they may look to go to him again. And Powell makes the grab, but is stopped in his tracks at the 19. He'll get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but it'll bring up 4th and 10. Nice catch by Powell, but was popped as soon as he caught it, and the Mustangs punt team will come out. So both teams go 3 and out on drives number 1. Mustangs would like a big kick from Riley here to try to pin Bolivar back, and a high end over end kick bounces at the 46 and will roll its way to midfield, and that's where Bolivar will take over. Their first drive, 3 plays, 5 yards, ended in a punt. Are looking to have some better luck here on drive number 2. Was a rather slow first half here, other than the 48-yard touchdown rush for Bolivar. Other than that, it's been a lot of 2-yard, 3 yards, a couple penalties in there. Two receivers to each side for the Tigers. Mayfield in the shotgun, gets the snap, carries it himself, and spins out across midfield. We'll say the 48. Gain of 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Bolivar's gotten the ball near midfield to start both of these drives in the second half. We're able to get it to the 46 last time, right now at the 48. Under 15 on the play clock, same formation. Bringing a man in motion again, and they will give it to him on the sweep and going nowhere. That looks like Jones. And he'll get taken down at the original line of scrimmage. Hunter Bearden in there on the stop. Jacob Wilcox and Thompson in there as well. So a loss of 3. Bring up 3rd and 11. You would expect the Tigers to be looking to go through the air on 3rd and long. Play clock's at 10 seconds, so they will have to hurry to the line. 3 receivers to the top and 1 to the bottom. Snap. Instant rush, and he goes down. Sacked on 3rd down, Hunter Bearden. Blaze Thomason in the backfield. A loss of 5. The sack on 3rd down brings up 4th and 15. Thompson has his heels at the 30. Maxwell a punt. High snap, Maxwell able to corral it. Mustangs sent some men in there for a block, weren't able to get there. And the ball will roll to Thompson, who picks it up at the 28. And he gets out across the 31 to the 32. Or pardon, the 36 or 37. That's where he'll take it 1st and 10. Thompson got caught over there on the Bolivar sideline. So the 37 is where they mark it. That's where the Mustangs will take over. Much better field position their last drive, starting at the 19 last time. Mustangs no yards on the last drive. Gonna look to change that right here. I formation. Thompson still in there in the backfield. It looks like Riley is at fullback. Thompson bursts right up the middle, makes a cut at the 42, gets to the 46, and a gain of 9 on first down and 10. I'll mark him actually back at the 45, make it a gain of 8. Oh, that is the 46. So looks like second and a long yard. I formation. Snap, and they're going to go to the fullback Riley right here. He is fighting right at the line to gain and will fall forward enough for a first down. Needed 1 and got 2 right there. And that'll be a first down. First for either side here in the second half. Ball at the 48. Bennett now the lone receiver, standing at the bottom of the play. And they're going to go back to the run game. Eli Chapman finds a crease, and Chapman gets across midfield out across the 45. The 42-yard line looks to be enough for a first down. And that's what Mr. Whitehat signals. Good run right there by Eli Chapman. Mustangs at the 42. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Going to the fullback again. Riley, not much there, but able to get across the 40. They'll give him the 39, gain of 4. Looks like the Mustangs' run game is starting to softened up this Bolivar Central front, as those runs that were 2 and 3 yards in the first half are becoming 4 and 5 yards here in the second. Bennett still the lone receiver. Chapman the lone back. Gets it. Goes around left side, trying to spin off of a tackle, and is being drugged back. Looks like they'll say a loss of 2 right there for Chapman. That'll bring up third down and 9. Mustangs making some late substitutions. Brown in at fullback. Chapman in the backfield as the tailback. And they're going to go with a play fake, looking. Lyles, and he's going to scramble with it. Lyles has got some good speed, gets close to the first down, and is thrown out of bounds. Going to mark him about a yard shy. I'll say the 34. So he will be shy. Mustangs need about a yard as they look to go for it here on fourth down. Everybody from Bolivar near the box. And they're going to get the Mustangs on a false start. The absolute worst time to have a penalty on fourth and short. Now makes it fourth and medium. They'll be back at the 39 now and need the 33. Does Loretto elect a punt here, or are they going to try to go for it? They've gone for it on 4th and 11 tonight, and Lyles over to the sideline to get the play, but he'll have to hurry. Only 15 seconds left on the play clock. now at 10 as he gets to the huddle. The Mustangs may have to end up burning a timeout here. They reset the play clock. It's at 22 now. Snap. Play fake. Lyles keeps it. Scrambles forward, but is not going to get close. They'll stop him at the 42. Gain of 2, but still a turnover on downs, and Bolivar will take over. So Mustangs 7 play, 34 yards. They come up empty on 4th down. So the Tigers will take over at the 37. Still looking for some positive yardage. Got 5 yards on their first drive and then lost it all on the next drive. First down handoff to Jones. Maybe a yard out to the 38. Already under 60 seconds to go in the quarter. Bolivar, third drive of the quarter. Loretto just finished their second. Will have to be one more play run in the quarter, as the play clock is lower than the game clock. Mayfield in the shotgun, gets the snap, looks, he's going to fire it deep down the sidelines. His man's got a step, and incomplete, but a flag coming in late. Powell in there on the coverage and could not see the ball, and his only line of defense right there was just to take the man down. So that'll be 15 yards and will be enough for a first down. That penalty should take them across midfield to the 47. So the 47 is where they will take over on 1st and 10. A big 15-yard penalty gets them across midfield. Most likely the last play of the quarter coming up. And a handoff. Jones trying to get around the outside, and Riley coming in and bringing them down. A flag will be thrown on the play. Looks like it was close to the Mustangs' front 7. But that spot usually indicates a hold. So a huge loss on the play. Ball spotted at all the way back at the other 45. A loss at 8. Holding against the Tigers will be declined. It'll bring up 2nd down and 18. Clock is ticking, and that will end the third quarter. So both teams remain scoreless in the third quarter. Bolivar still leads 7-0. The fourth quarter is coming up next on the X Sports Network.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tenakee Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tenakee Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tenakee.com.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Bolivar. Final 12 minutes to decide this out-of-region game between Loretto and Bolivar Central. Michael Marks here, bringing you Mustangs football on a chilly Friday night. Starting to get to that point in the season when it feels like football weather in the South. Second and 17 coming up for Bolivar following the long loss on that last play. And they're airing this one out deep. Caught! What a miraculous catch. Avion Jackson, the senior wideout, hauls that one in at the 25, a gain of 28. I mean, that ball was sent up almost like a punt, and Jackson just able to get under it. Was able to weave his way through the Mustang defenders. Like Bennett there on the coverage. So 1st and 10 at the 25. This is as close as Bolivar's gotten. Snap, they're going to throw it out in the flat. Looks like Polk making some moves, flag down on the play. Polk will have a first down. Another flag comes in as he gets taken down out of bounds. You can assume when they came in on the run that this one's probably coming back. It is holding against the Tigers. And a big break for the Mustangs defense. It goes from 1st and 10 inside the 15 to now 1st and 20. Ball all the way back at the 35 now. Mayfield comes to the sideline to get his play. It's Colton Mayfield, wearing the same number that Baker Mayfield in the NFL. Would assume there's no relation there. 5 seconds on the play clock. Everybody bunched in for Bolivar. And they've turned it into a pass play, but Mayfield's got a ton of grass in front of him. Mayfield to the 25 to the 20 and will step out inside the red zone. Mustang down back near midfield as we have an official timeout. Ball at the 17. While they tend to the injured Mustang, we'll take a quick break. You're watching Mustangs football on the X Sports Network.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we are back here at Bolivar. They had the ball at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 18 on the ground from the quarterback, Colton Mayfield, on the scramble. Back on that previous play. Still 2nd and 1 as it was 1st and 20. So they actually gave him, looks like 19 on the ground. Jones runs around right side, breaks a tackle. Right at the 15, where the first down marker would be. And that will be enough for a first down. Got him to the 14, gain of 3. Five plays, 43 yards, a majority of it on the ground on this drive for Bolivar. Looks like Brown coming out on that play for Bolivar. Snap. Dump in the flat. Caught. Breaking tackles inside the 10. And stood up by a host of Mustangs. Lyles and Wilcox in there on the stop. Jackson a short pickup on first. Give him about 5. And we got a whistle on the play as there is a Mustang down on the play. Looks like Nate Tucker down, like he was holding his arm. So while they tend to Tucker, we'll take a quick break. You're watching the Mustangs football here on X Sports Network.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
And we are back. Tucker able to leave the field under his own power. Still 2nd down and 5. Ball inside the 10-yard line. Bolivar can get a goal-to-go situation at the 4. Each team after this one game remaining both region contests. And quarterback scrambles out. That's Swift. Caught. He reached it across. Touchdown, Bolivar. 9-yard touchdown reception for the Tigers. And their lead is ballooned out to 13. Seven plays, 57 yards, and the touchdown. It's 13-0. Bolivar looking to have that lead doubled right here on the extra point. Looked like Kenyon Smith, the quarterback, on that play. And that one, a knuckleball over and good. 14-0 Bolivar with the lead. 9:47 remaining when we come back on the X Sports Network.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
Good Works at Home, formerly known as The Summit at Home, is a licensed non-skilled agency dedicated to helping you maintain your independence at home for as long as possible. Our compassionate and caring staff provide support in various areas, including dressing, bathing, personal hygiene, transportation, cleaning, and companionship. Please call our office about services, payment options, and long-term care policies at 931-762-2310. We look forward to assisting you with keeping your independence longer.
This is the X Sports Network.
7 plays, 57 yards, and a touchdown pass for Bolivar has doubled their lead, now 14-0. Brown with the kick. A little squibber that's going to hop out of bounds at the 10. Flag on the play. Mustangs should take over around the 35-yard line. So Brown, the senior kicker, sailed that one out of bounds. So the Mustangs will have slightly better field position to start the drive. So the 35 is where they will mark it. Around the same place the Mustangs got the ball last drive. The Mustangs have switched out of the I formation, down 2 scores. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Brown in at tailback, Lyles the quarterback. Snap, play fake. No, they do give it to Brown. Brown running around the outside, spins at the 40, and will be taken out of bounds at the 41. 2 players crash into the fence over here on the near sideline. It was Brown. Both Browns. Kobe Brown and Corbrian Brown. So a flag on the play. Looks like it will probably be a late hit out of bounds, and it's a face mask against the Tigers. That run was a gain of 6. They'll add 15 more onto it. So ball now at the 44. Mustangs going to try to take advantage of this penalty, giving them good field position. Snap. Giving it to Brown again. Colby running right up the middle. Goes down at the 41, gain of 3. The ball now at the 41. Same formation, Mustangs look like they'll run it. Brown going around left tackle and breaks the tackle across the 35. He should have enough for a first down out close to the 30. They'll mark him at the 31, say a gain of 10 there. Pardon, they actually gave him the 30 right there, so gain of 11. Still 1st and 10. Chapman now in at tailback, going to give Colby a breather. And a play fake. Lyles keeps it on their option, coming around the left side, cuts it up. Lyles breaks a tackle, and he's inside the red zone. Another big gain right there, close to 15 on the ground. Mustangs offense really hustling, moving the ball down the field. That was a gain of 13 on the ground for Lyles. Mustangs inside the red zone for the first time tonight. Chapman keeps it around right side. Gets a few as he's inside the 15. Maybe the 13. Looks like a gain of 4. Mustangs' current drive, 5 plays, 37 yards. Got 15 more on the face mask back a couple plays ago. Brown back in at tailback. Snap, no give it to Brown. And running over some men, gets close to the 10. It looks like they'll mark him just short, around the 11 or the 12. Short gain there on second down will bring up 3rd and medium. Looks like they did give him the 12, so just a pickup of 1 right there. Lyles barking out orders. Bringing Brown in motion. And flips the tailback. Snap, handoff Riley. Trying to get around the left side and did not have the Bolivar secondary full. Those defensive backs were sitting there waiting for him on the stretch play. Loss of yardage will back him up to the 14. Fourth down and 8.5, maybe 9 coming up here. In all likelihood, probably the ball game on the line right here. Low snap, Lyles looking, firing it towards the end zone, and just out of the reach of Dylan Thompson. And that will do it for that possession. Mustangs 8 plays, 36 yards. And once again, turning it over on downs. Bolivar will take over at the 14. Snap, run up the middle. Jones has a big hole around the right side and is going to be ripped down by Thompson and maybe Hannah in there on the stop, as well as Thomason. So he's out across the 20, maybe the 22. That'd be a gain of 8. Clock's ticking as we approach the 6-minute mark, halfway through the final quarter. And with Bolivar Central a 2-possession lead, they're probably comfortable running it. Bolivar Central's last win coming on September 12th, a region win over Ripley, 31-7. Jones going nowhere there on 2nd and short, maybe lost a yard or 2. They'll spot the ball at the 20. That will be a loss of 2. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. Ball at the 20. They need the 24. Three receivers to the bottom of the play, 1 to the top for the Tigers. And they're going to go on a little bubble screen to the outside, and a big gainer and a 1st down. They went to the tailback, Anthony Jones. Jones out across the 25 will be enough for a 1st down, but it will stop the clock as he did run out of bounds. Spot him at the 23, pardon, the 28. That'd be a gain of 8. Tigers have flipped the formation. The 3 receivers are to the top of the play, 1 to the bottom. Handoff. And Jones bursts up the middle. Here goes Anthony Jones to midfield. Cuts it back at the 45 and is taken down inside the 40 at the 35. 34 is where they will mark him. Big gainer right there. 33 yards right there. Tigers getting 12 yards of play on this drive. Handoff. Jones going right up the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 31, gain of 3. Bolivar has looked much more comfortable since really that second drive of the second half. They got 5 yards on the first drive, 3 and out. Lost 5 yards on the next drive, went 3 and out. And then 7 plays, 57 yards, a touchdown. And right now 5 plays, 50 yards and driving. Pump fake. Feeling some pressure, and he'll dump it off at the last second. Cotton tackled at the 30. Timeout. Looks like it will be the Mustangs taking the timeout. We'll take that break with them. You're watching the X Sports Network.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my two uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields & Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back. It is 3rd down and 5 coming up for Bolivar. Score updates elsewhere. Lawrence County just took the lead over Lincoln County. That one 28-21 in the 3rd. And a handoff. Jones going up the middle. Needed the 24 for a first down. Does not look like he got there. Got to maybe the 26, a gain of 3. So Loretto wants to use their second timeout of the half. We'll take that break with them on the X Sports Network.
Looking to transform your home or commercial space? Lawrenceburg Flooring is your local stop for flooring, tile, and custom blinds. From sleek hardwoods and waterproof LVP to stunning ceramic and water jet tile, we've got the styles, colors, and prices to fit every taste and budget. With financing options available, visit Lawrenceburg Flooring today, where your design dreams become reality. Your floors, your style, we've got you covered.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
Mustangs looking to get a stop here on 4th down and 2. Mayfield steps back, fires across the middle. Caught! Catch made at the 2-yard line. It was Peyton Maxwell who got behind the Mustangs secondary and held on for it through the hit. Big hit put on there by Ben Lyles. Ball now at the 3, a gain of 23. There is a flag on the play, but from the looks of it, it might be coming. This one might not be coming back. No, it is. An off. So it looked like there were 2 different calls, and both against the offense, so that's going to back them up and negate that 23-yard pass. I'll tell you, Ben Lyles put a heck of a hit there on Maxwell. Score updates elsewhere in the 4th quarter. 11 seconds remain there. Riverside 34, Summertown 20. And in Hartselle. Looks like this one is in the 4th quarter as well. That one 24-17. 2 minutes to go in that one. Muscle Shoals with the lead. And again, Lawrence County just took the lead 28-21 back before our last break. And man, backing up all the way to the 49, the other 49. Lincoln County just tied it up, so 28-28 in the 3rd quarter there. So coming up is 3rd down and forever, it seems like. I think 26. And the flag on the play. It is 4th down coming up, and it looks like they might add 5 more to it. False start against the offense. That'll make it 4th and 31. And surprisingly enough, I don't think this is the longest down and distance I've seen this year. We've had some mid-30s. So 4th and 31, ball at the 44. Looks like Bennett is back to return. Mustangs defense maybe trying to set up a good return here. Maxwell gets the punt away, a good one. And that one will roll out of bounds on the near side of the 30. We got a flag down on the play for, let's see who it is on. Looks like Logan Long and Zarion Jones got tied up in that one. So we'll see what the call is here. 3.5 minutes remaining. I'll tell you, this game, you have one fast quarter, and then the next one, they just flags galore. So a personal foul against Loretto. That'll back him up 15. Looks like they had him at the 33, so that'll back him up to the 18. Mustangs already coming out in their offensive formation, and the officials haven't even stepped off the yardage yet. So depending on whether they gave them the 33 or the 34 on the punt will determine whether the Mustangs have the ball at the 18 or the 19. Looks like the 18. So the Mustangs got to go 82 yards in under 3.5 minutes and then try to get the ball back again. I will say the Mustangs have had fairly good onside kick success this year. Not in the traditional sense, as Lyles scrambles out. Feeling some pressure from the backside, now going to reverse field, and here comes Lyles. Still's going to rear up and throw it, looking for Chapman. Incomplete. Chapman had it about 3/4 of the way down and just lost it on his way down. 2nd and 10. Mustangs offense has been fairly successful here in the second half, just haven't been able to get in the end zone. Snap. Lyles. He's going to fire it across the middle, short. Had a chance to be intercepted there as he was looking for Riley. So that incompletion will bring up 3rd and 10. Mustangs 3 receivers at the bottom of the play, 1 to the top. Brown is in the backfield with Lyles. Lyles gets the snap, feeling pressures, trying to step up, trying to spin out of a sack, and he does. Still facing some pressure, tries to fire it, and it's caught. Powell makes a move at the 30. Powell to the 35 to the 40. It's a foot race. Powell has one man to beat, and he's stiff-armed out of bounds at the 35. A huge gain right there on 3rd down. .48 yards on the play. I'll set the Mustangs up at the 49 yards. They're going to mark them at the 33. No, that's the 34. Three receivers to the top of the play, 1 to the bottom. It is Bennett. Lyles gets the snap. And just a short pitch to Powell. Powell coming around, trying to get some space, gets to about the 30, trying to fight through a tackle, but he'll pick up 4. 2:35 and counting in this one. Second and 6, Lyles has some pressure on the backside. Not sure if he sees him. He lets it throw, and it's intercepted. He may have had Bennett in the end zone, and sliding down out of bounds is the quarterback, Colton Mayfield. The INT all but ends this one, as Bolivar will take over 1st and 10, ball at the 31. Two minutes and 10 seconds remain. Bolivar still in the spread formation. Have 3 receivers to the top of the play, 1 to the bottom. They will hand it off, though. And getting nothing there. Looked like Jadarian Morrow. A loss of 1 right there. Next week, Bolivar on the road at Obion County. That one a region matchup. Mustangs at home for senior night, a region matchup with Mount Pleasant. We'll have that Loretto Mount Pleasant game here on the X Sports Network. 90 seconds. This play clock is under 10. Snap and a little pitch play to the outside. Flag down on the play. And stiff arming his way down the sideline is Morrow. But this one's going to be coming back. Holding against the Tigers will back him up 10 yards. So they will go from 2nd and 11 to 2nd and 21. Minute 14 remaining in this one. Bolivar coming out in a bit of a tighter formation. Stacked receivers to the bottom, 2 receivers at the top of the play. Mustangs, everybody within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage, and they're going to go with a little sweep there to Jackson. Jackson out across the 20 to the 21. And actually, they may just mark him at the original line of scrimmage. Loretto wants to take their last time out of the half. We'll take that break with them. 60 seconds remain in this one on the X Sports Network.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Welcome back here to Bolivar. 3rd down and 20 coming up for the Tigers. 1 minute and 1 second remaining in this one. They lead 14-0. Scores elsewhere, it is 34-29. The score at Lawrence County. They just scored to take the lead. And it appears that their stream is having some technical difficulties, so they should have that one back momentarily. And a big run coming here from Jones. One man can stop him, and it's Bennett. Bennett Rips them down at the 40. It will not be enough for a first down. We'll bring up 4th and about 1. The play clock and the game clock look to be at about the same time, maybe a second difference. Bolivar trying to decide if they need to run one more play. It does look like the game clock is a bit ahead of the play clock, so it looks like that should do it. Final score from Bolivar. It is the Tigers 14, Mustangs 0. Loretto falls to 2-7 on the year. Bolivar to 4-5. Mustangs will be at home next week against Mount Pleasant for senior night. So that will do it from us here at Bolivar. For my producer extraordinaire, Kevin Wright, I'm Michael Marks. Have a good weekend, everybody.
This is the X Sports Network.